Let me ask you something. When you hear the words physical education, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably memories of, running laps, maybe some dodgeball. But what if I told you PE is maybe one of the most misunderstood subjects in school? Well, today, we're going to uncover the real story of physical education.
So let's just start with that big question. What is physical education really? I mean, is it just about sports? Is it just about getting some exercise? Or is it something much, much deeper?
Yeah, this is the picture most of us have in our minds, right? The track, the competition, that feeling of pure physical effort. And look, this is definitely a part of PE, no doubt about it. But it's really just the tip of the iceberg, because this view totally misses the education part of physical education. To really get what's going on, we kind of need to shift our whole perspective. See, modern physical education isn't just about training the body. It's about educating the entire person, and it uses movement as the way to do it. It really helps to look at where PE even came from. It's not some static thing. It's been evolving for over 200 years. I mean, it started out as basic gymnastics and hygiene training. Then it shifted into physical culture and physical training. It wasn't actually until the 1920s that the term physical education, as we think of it today, even started to take shape. And that signaled a huge shift in focus from just the body to the whole person.
This quote from Charles A. Buschert just absolutely nails the modern definition. He says PE is an integral part of the total educational process. What does that mean? It means it's not some optional extra, it's just as important as math or history. And the key idea here is that the physical activity, that's not the end goal. It's the tool being used for a much bigger purpose.
And this right here shows us exactly how that works. Just look at the flow. Physical education uses the human body as the means to create a person who isn't just physically fit, but is also mentally sharp, emotionally balanced, and socially well-adjusted. The movement, the game, the exercise, it's all designed to build a complete, well-rounded person. Okay, so if the goal is this holistic development, what does that actually look like in real life? The benefits go way, way beyond strong muscles and a healthy heart. Let's dive into some of the surprising ways a quality PE program really shapes us. First up, let's talk about your brain. When you're on the sports field, you have to make split-second decisions, right? You're constantly solving problems. That sharpens your mind. Every single time you try to beat your personal best, you're learning about setting goals. And actually hitting those goals, man, that's a direct shot of self-confidence and self-esteem right there.
And it doesn't stop there. It also builds these crucial social and emotional skills. The playground is basically a laboratory for life. You learn how to handle winning and losing gracefully. That's emotional control. You learn cooperation, fair play, and respecting the rules. And if you think about it, isn't that the foundation of being a good citizen? You learn when to step up and lead, and when to be a solid part of a team.
And of course, we absolutely cannot forget the foundational physical stuff. I mean, this is where it all begins. Better fitness, better coordination between your brain and your muscles, and you start developing these health and safety habits that stick with you for life. It's all about building a strong foundation for a long, healthy life.
All right, so with such a broad educational foundation, you'd think it would lead to a whole bunch of different careers, right? But for most people, only one job really comes to mind. So let's explore some of the unexpected pathways that a background in PE can open up.
Yep, this is the classic assumption. You get a degree in physical education, you become a gym teacher. And hey, that is a vital and absolutely incredible profession, but it is so far from being the only option. The reality is, the skills you get are incredibly versatile. I mean, think about it. You're learning about human physiology, motivation, teamwork, strategy, even how to organize events. Those skills are in super high demand across so many different industries.
So this is where it gets really interesting. A sports journalist? They need a deep, intuitive understanding of the game. An event manager has to organize these complex competitions. A dietitian applies the science of nutrition to boost performance. And a physical therapist uses an expert understanding of the body to heal people. All of these incredibly different paths can start with a degree in physical education.
Okay, so we've seen the theory, the benefits, and the crazy career paths. But how does this all come together in the real world? Let's take a look at how these principles are applied to build a culture of sport, literally from the ground up.
And you can really see this pathway in action. It all starts with these school-level competitions, right? It gives students their very first taste of organized sport. This system then feeds into these larger national initiatives, like the Khelo India program in India, which is designed specifically to find and nurture young talent for the future. It's a structured pipeline from the schoolyard all the way to the national stage, and it's all built on those core principles of physical education.
Which brings us right back to where we started. After everything we've looked at, from its evolution as a serious academic field to its role in building our character, our minds, and even our careers, is it really just about playing games? Or is it about using games to learn how to live? That, my friends, is the real story of physical education.